The romantic relationship between Sadiq Khan and the European Union is coming to an end. But why? Well, it's all because of ULEZ, or the Ultra Low Emission Zone, the pet project of Sadiq Khan under the name of Net Zero. Over the last few years since the Brexit vote, as Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan has been obsessed with Brexit. He's been using his power and platform to try to reverse Brexit, to try to get closer to the European Union, but he's done a whoopsie. Yes, as we reported previously on Tousi TV a few months ago, hundreds of thousands of European citizens, EU citizens, have been fined. Yes, they've been receiving ULEZ fines for driving in London. They didn't give a heads up, but that's not really the main problem. It's not the fact that they got fined. It's because Sadiq Khan actually broke the rules. He's broken the law by gaining access to the personal information. Now we have major countries from the European Union coming out to lash out against Sadiq Khan, saying he's basically decided to breach the confidentiality and of course GDPR level type of privacy of EU citizens by gaining access to their personal information, and he has to stop, otherwise they're going to take him to court and he's going to be punished for it. And they don't really care who he is. They don't really care that he's been a massive supporter of the European project. We've even had one MP from Europe coming to say that this is possibly one of the largest privacy and data breaches in EU history. But so far, no concrete action has been taken while responsibilities are being shunted onto drivers. Yeah, that was a Belgian MP, and the fact that they're claiming that this is the largest obviously breach when it comes to EU history says a lot, considering that the European Union themselves are, let's just say, imperfect as an entity. They've had so many scandals and corruptions and breaches, even when it comes to confidentiality, even when it comes to personal data information. GDPR rules completely ignored, and of course you have certain countries like Germany who advocate for rules in terms of EU-wide, and of course when it comes to all the member states, but they themselves bend the rules when it suits them. But they are now absolutely furious with the mayor of London. Things are so bad for Sadiq Khan that even his domestic allies, other EU Ramonas like the Liberal Democrats, are attacking him. Yes, according to Guido, even the Lib Dems have blasted Khan, calling for an immediate investigation as this may damage the city's reputation. Susan Hall's also come out to actually say that these are incredibly serious allegations that must be investigated urgently. There can be absolutely no justification for illegally obtaining people's private information to enforce Sadiq Khan's unfair ULEZ expansion. It is telling that even Sadiq Khan's friends in the EU are saying that he can't treat drivers like cash cows. As mayor, I will scrap his ULEZ expansion on day one and ensure that these allegations are looked into. Now, I appreciate Susan Hall's opposition to this, but as you probably noticed in the statement, a couple of times the key words were ULEZ expansion. She has a problem with ULEZ expansion. She doesn't have a problem with ULEZ as a whole. This problem actually has nothing to do with ULEZ expansion. It's overall ULEZ as a policy. Whether they are in Greater London, these EU drivers, or in Central London, which is the original ULEZ, they are still getting fined, and they're still obviously losing their personal information, and TfL, Transport for London, under the leadership of Sadiq Khan, is taking advantage of them. The fact that now that the Europeans are kicking off and everybody is worried about it is fascinating. When people in London complained about it, nobody cared. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.